there and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing a demo and a swatch video of the Brut Funa 120 oil pencils. You may remember seeing the unboxing of these a few weeks back. If not, I will try and put them in this eye up in this corner here. Or if I don't, it will be on the end screen so for you to check out. So I am going to do a demo of these pencils. I have never actually used oil-based pencils before, so this is going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to actually using them. So yeah, this did actually come with the 4 sample books, but we're not going to use these books tonight. We're just going to go straight into the swatching. So they do come packaged in this really nice plastic container. Plastic container I suppose. Plastic packaging with a little handle on it. I've got some Faber-Castell felt tips which are in a similar kind of packaging. And when you take them out, we've got 5 sets, 5 trays of pencils. Now, I don't know if you can actually see how shiny these are, but the actual barrel of the pencils are super shiny. Oops, sorry for that. Okay. So I'm going to get my trusty swatch book. And we're going to start swatching. Now, these, I'll show you the pencils in a second. God, I can't believe how many pages I've used out of this book already. Okay, so these are the Brut or Brut Funa, I don't know. Brut Funa oil pencils. So if we have a look at the first one, then this is the first time I've actually taken them out of the packaging. You can see how shiny the barrel of the pencil is, and it does say Brut Funa there, and it's also got a number. There is nothing else on the pencil, so we don't have any colour names. All we have is a number. So this one is 098. This is the lead. It is quite sharp. I haven't used these pencils, so I don't know how strong the lead is going to be. I know that if I sharpen my Prismas to this kind of point, they do withstand quite a bit of pressure, but I'm not sure how these are going to stand up. So let's give this a try then. So this is 098, which is a nice pale pink. And actually these go down on the paper quite nicely. Now that is really pale, so you can hardly see that. 098. And then we have a darker colour pink, which is more like a hot pink. That's actually quite nice. Oop, and I'm throwing it everywhere. Right, and this is 026. So it doesn't look like they're actually in any kind of order in terms of, because they're going from like the pinks, reds, yellows, greens and blues, but the colours aren't following suit. So this one is a really like almost a neon pink, and this is 002. Okay, so that's 002. It's a shame they don't have like names, unless they do. They're on the back of the packaging possibly. Let's have a look on the back here, see if there's anything. No, there isn't. That's a shame, but not to worry. Right, our next one then is another shade of pink. So that's more like a cerise. I'm hoping that you can see this okay. I'm filming this in the dark. Well, it's night time now, so I don't have any natural daylight. So all I have is my ring light. So I'm hoping that this is giving enough light for you to see. So I do apologise if the quality isn't the greatest. Right, this is a red. Oh, now that is nice. That is a nice, vibrant red. And I'm only putting light pressure onto these, onto the pencils. The leads do feel quite sturdy. And I will keep the pencils in this packaging. Okay, this is more like a reddy brown. But it is actually quite a nice deep red. This one, like 013, is more of a pinky red, whereas this one seems to be a little bit more vibrant. So this is 085. So I will actually use this swatch that I'm doing for these pencils. But they do seem to... that looks quite similar to 085. They do seem quite well, I don't know actually if they do. I was wondering if the actual barrel of the pencil is a good indicator of what the actual lead is like. But it's not really. It's quite difficult to say, especially in this light. 049. So when I use these pencils, I will use these swatch pages to get an idea of what the colours are. Right, I've already done that one. Right, so this will be going into like more of an orange tone now. So you can see how some of the reds almost look pink until you get to the pinky red, and it makes the others look even more pink. Well, that's 001. Now we're into the oranges. And again, I'm not putting a great deal of pressure onto the paper. 051. And I can't really tell that these are oil based. If anything, they feel more wax. And I'll be interested to see if the Gamsol or the Zestit that I've got actually works the same as it does for my Prismas. It does say that it works for oil pencils as well. So I will be trying that out tomorrow. And then we have another light orange, like a yellowy orange. Actually, I would say that is more of a yellow than it is an orange. Can you see how different the barrel of the pencil is to the actual colour that it lays on the paper? That's 040. And now we're on to like a dark, deep yellow. And this one looks quite similar to 040. And yet it's 016. So, like I say, they don't actually follow like in numerical order, which I find kind of weird. Now this, you could almost say this is like a skin tone. Although it's a little bit too yellow for a skin tone. But the actual barrel of the pencil would suggest it's like a skin tone. I suppose you could use it for a portion of the skin tone maybe. And then we have, this looks like a neon yellow. Well, it's actually quite a subtle, like pastel yellow. 028. I have to find me a nice picture to try these out in. Oh, that's a nice yellow. I sometimes find that yellows don't lay on the paper that well, like pencil, well, not so much pencils, but pens. but that is like a really nice yellow. And again, I'm not hardly putting any pressure on, and it looks like I'm really like bearing down onto the paper. So now we're on to the greens. So I guess you could say that is more like an apple green. It's 042. And then maybe a grass green perhaps. We've got a darker shade. And this is 006. And a slightly darker green. I would categorise that as like a parrot green. It's 114. And then we have another green. And I would say that's like a jungle green. And that's 077. And then we're going on to the blues. Now there isn't a great deal of blue from what I can see here. So this is like a nice light blue. Like a sky blue perhaps, like a baby blue. And that is 068. Then we have another slightly darker shade. This is 056. Then we go into 044. So you're going from the light to the dark. And then the last two colours for this tray have like another blue, like quite a dark blue. .008. And then we're going into the purples, and this is like a nice lilac colour. And that's 092. Okay, so that's the first tray done. Right, let's go into the next page. So, Brut Funa oil pencils. So now we have like a bit of an aquamarine. So far I haven't had any issues with any of the leads. They've all been nice and sharp, and they've been laying down on the paper quite nicely. 105. And this is 079. Hopefully you can see these okay. I'm really worried about the light not being that great. Now we're going into the greens. .017. I do leave a tiny little bit of residue on the paper. Almost like something that you get from like a wax pencil. .115. That's quite a nice bright green. 030. So there is a very broad range of shades. And that's a dark, like forest green, 065. Yeah, there's a load of different shades of green. That's almost like a freshly cut grass green. One, one, two. Well, there's loads of different shades of green. I don't know what it is with green, but it seems that every picture that I do, most recently, there's like a ton of green. Now the sky's the limit with these. And then this is the last green. This is 054. Apologies for any background noise. There are people walking around and doing stuff. Right, we're into the oranges now. Ooh, that's bright. That's like a pumpkin orange. I'm going to give these my own names. And then this looks like a neon. Look how bright that is. Oh, wow. That is what I call orange. And this is 003. And this one looks almost neon as well. Yeah, it's almost like a coral at the same time. The barrel of the pencil is very bright. 046. But it goes down on the paper like a very nice coral colour. And I'm guessing this one is going to do the same, but a lot softer. That is nice. That's 010. Now I'm guessing you could probably use this as a skin tone, although it's a little bit dark. Let's see what it's like. So I'd say that's a peach. Now I have used peach out the Prismas for a skin tone, and that looks similar to this, but when it lays on the paper it's a little bit darker, more of an orange. 034. Again, none of these I would necessarily use as a skin tone. What is this? 099. Could possibly get away with that one as a skin tone. 022. So let me guys know if you've got these pencils, and if you have, what you think of them. How do you rate them? Right, now we're on to the pinks. Zero, 3, 8. $109. I will put a link to these pencils on Amazon, and I am an Amazon affiliate on the UK Amazon, so anything that you do purchase, I do get a tiny amount back. This is 025. I do like the variation of the shades though. And now we have something that looks a bit like a magenta. And we have 086. Oh wow, that's like a red wine. 073. And then we have like a brown shade. Zero 50. And that's another trade hunt. There's 3 to go. I am getting through it quite quickly. Oops. Okay, so we're going into the purples and the greens now. Now it looks like there's a huge selection of different shades of purple. That one actually looks blue. 019. But I'm guessing it is a purple because I can see the blues. Mind you, it's I don't really know how these are being categorized. They do seem to go in color order, but they don't at the same time. The way they lay on the paper. Now these definitely look blue to me. I don't know what you think. 007 007 Bond. James Bond. These are definitely blue. And if anything, they look the same. 116. All 3 of those shades look exactly the same. Now this one's purple. 058. We have 117. Now that looks exactly the same as the other shade. And then we're looking like we've gone into another blue. 057. Okay, 020. Again, this shade looks very similar to these. So for blendability, I guess they would be all right. This is 021. Yeah, I'm really struggling to see any of the maybe this shade is slightly lighter than these, but there's some very subtle like tone differences. Like we've gone from like purple back into blue. Whether it's my lighting or not, but to me that's what it looks like. And for some reason I feel like I'm duplicating these numbers. I feel like I've written them before. Right, this is 106. That's like a wine colour. That's 106. And then we're going into the lighter purple tones. That looks like a magenta. That's 033. .081. Again, very similar. think you could literally just pick any of these colours up and they'd look the same. 062. And now this is like a lilac, so this should lay down like a pastel. And it does. That is quite a nice colour. And we have 094 for that one. Now we're going into the green tones. Again. So this is 069. 066. 005. There are so many different shades of green, it's unbelievable. 089. When I have swatched these, I'm going to have a look to see if any of these numbers are duplicated, because I'm sure they are. 113. 102. I mean, I can tell the differences in the shades of the green, whereas it's very difficult with the purples and pinks. 102. Oh, my dog's thirsty. 041. Zero 029. That's like an olive green. 029. And then the last one for this tray is 053. Okay, there's the next tray done. All right, we've got 2 more trays to do. This is going to be a long video, I'm so sorry. But that's what happens when we're trying to swatch 120 pencils. So now we're going into the purple, into the brown. Again, that looks like a wine red. 061. 's quite a dark brown. 120. 'And can't feel that they are oil based. I really can't tell the difference between oil based and wax based. That has a red tone to it. 072. You can't see because the crease of the page keeps folding back over. Again, that looks like a red. 074. 097. 095. I am positive we're just using the same numbers over and over again. That almost looks like a poop brown. 060. That's what this one is. Poop brown. Zero 27. So when it comes to like colours, do you prefer like colours just with a number, or do you like the colours to actually have a name, like forest green, parrot green, you know? Or is a number enough for you? 082. That's has quite an orange tone to it. 110. When I look at these pencils in the natural daylight, they're going to look so different, I bet you. Now we're going into the blues. And so that's like a denim blue. 055. And we have a really dark blue. But looks very similar to that one. 118. Oops. But they do lay on the paper nicely, I have to say. 070. We're almost on to the last try, folks. I bet you're thinking, thank God for that. Well done if you've got this far through the video. 104. And that is 032. Zero 80. So this looks like a smoky grey. It is quite a smoky colour. It's not quite a nice colour actually. 107. Oh, that's nice. That's like an aquamarine colour. 090. Zero 43. Last two for this tray. Yeah, that's my dog doing her steam train impression. 031. And the last blue for this tray. This is 103.
Still got that to done.
You will do for me. You just need to sleep now.
It's alright when I've got my mind on something else.
No.
So when I'm not doing something, it bothers me.
Alright, we're on the last tray now.
Jesus Christ.
So these look like the blacks and the greys. Can you have a different shade of black? That's 0, 1, 2. This one looks more of a bluey black. Oh yeah, it is. Look, you can see that. But can you see how different the actual barrel of the pencil is to the actual colour? 0, 6, 7. I'd say that's almost like a washed denim kind of colour. And that's kind of got a smoky hint to it. And that's 108. Zero, 7, 1. Oh, this is green. What? Okay. Interesting. And that looks a bit like an olive green, but a little bit with a bit of a grey tone in it. 0, 5, 9. Wow, I did not expect that from that. One, 1, 9. Have I just done that one? No, I haven't. Okay, the pencils don't want to go back into the plastic. This one is 0, 2, 3. Right, 0, 3, 5. Again, like another smoky grey. Okay, play ball, please. Maybe I will need to get a pencil case for these. Oh, that's quite a nice colour. I don't know what I would call that actually, but that is quite nice. 083. That's a nice colour as well. Those two would blend quite nicely. Maybe that's what they've done and put them together in blendability, perhaps. I'm not sure. I'm still learning the whole blending thing. Right, this is obviously white, but I'll see if it that it goes down on the paper. So that's 0, 2, 4. And we have a yellowy colour. That's like a sunburst yellow. 0, 6, 4. And that yellow has more of an orange tint to it. 1, 1, 1. That's like gold. 0, 8, 8. And that looks like a burnt orange, almost like a rust. 087. That one's quite similar. 063. We've got the last few and then we're done. Yeah, so as I say, there are some really nice tones. It's just that I wouldn't trust the actual barrel of the pencil as the guide. I would actually make sure that you just do a quick swatch before you use it. 100. Zero 75. Swatching. 096. Last three. That one's quite similar. That's 036. So the leads on all these pencils are actually all okay. None of the leads have broken. 084. And they all do have a really nice point. And then that's really weird because the last pencil is a purple. That is so bizarre. I wonder why they've been categorised like this. But if we look through the actual packets again, you can see like this, how they seem to go in the actual colour blend, but when they're down on paper, they're completely different. So then we have like the browns going into the blues. Here we have like the purples going into the greens. Then we have some of the bluey greens going into the oranges and pinks. And then the pinks are then going into the reds, the yellows, and then a few more green and blues. I'm really not sure why they've been categorised the way they have. I mean, they look nice, or maybe it's done it for blendability. I think that might be why they've, you know, labelled them, like set them out the way they have in the trays. If you guys have any idea why they've been placed like they have, let me know in the comments section. But interesting, because that very last colour there, I mean, you can see the actual barrel of the pencil, it's a brown. To me, in this light, it looks like a brown. I don't know what it looks like to you guys, but on the paper, it looks purple. Okay. So, yeah, interesting. So they are a nice set of pencils though, and I'm going to try them out tomorrow, see how they colour. I'm going to get one of my Colour in Heaven books and I'm going to give it a go and seeing how they fare, and also how it copes with the Zest It, because I've started using this this pencil blend Zest It 125ml, and it does say here used to blend coloured pencils, wax pencils and oil pastels. So I'm assuming that I'm going to be able to use this on these pencils, but we shall see. So if you do have any comments or anything, any questions, please feel free to put them in the comment section below. Here's the box again. It just says on there Brut oily coloured pencils, and then we just have in the English on the back is blendable pencils are the perfect colouring solution. Rich, vibrant pigments and expertly balanced shades provide superior blending. Whether you're a beginner, a hobbyist or a professional artist, these premium pencils are ideal for all your creative work, from quick sketches to intricate details. They are from China. So, you know, I mean, they do seem okay, but time will tell as to what they're actually really like. But let me just put them trays out so you can actually just see the variation of colours. I mean, the actual shades themselves, you know, superb amount of different shades for 120 oil pencils. But yeah, definitely if you do buy these, make sure you swatch, because what you see on the actual barrel of the pencil isn't necessarily what you see on the paper. It will depend on the light that you got in your room. I mean, I'm using a ring light at the moment, so it's not natural daylight, whereas when I normally do my swatch videos, I do while it's still light outside, so maybe that has a bearing on it as well. But I have to see what they look like in the daylight. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this. I will put a link to these pencils on in the description box from Amazon. I am only an Amazon affiliate on the UK Amazon currently, so if you do click the link and you do make a purchase, I do get a small kickback from that, so it does help the channel out. So thanks guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Sorry it's been a long one. Oops, nearly 47 minutes. I'm going to stop rambling. Please have an awesome day, and I shall see you all in my next video. Take care guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.